So in just about a month, you will need a real ID to go through airport security or enter, I should say, most federal buildings.
Tony Aiello reports as the May 7th deadline approaches, the warnings to be ready are increasing.
So go here. When you put in your zip code, it'll tell you which one is closest to you.
The final push is on to spread the word about Real ID.
About 43% of people in New York State who have a photo ID are already Real ID compliant.
Lisa Kumjian says that leaves millions of adults who might run into trouble when they try to board a flight on or after May 7th. That is the deadline to have a real ID with a star or a flag in the corner. Getting one requires an in-person visit to your state's DMV. Typically, you'll need a valid ID, passport or birth certificate, proof of your social security number and date of birth, plus 2 items proving state residency.
You don't have a real ID, so how are you going to get on a plane after May 7th?
I had to bring my passport with me, yeah, and then I have to look into the whole process of getting the real ID and all that. So that should be fun.
A valid passport is an acceptable alternative, along with a handful of other documents, including a card from the Global Entry Program.
So the big question right now is what happens after May 7th if you show up at the airport and you don't have a compliant ID and you don't have a passport?
The TSA says that is still being worked out.
We'll inform them, next week exactly what the process is going to be.
Could it be you can't take your flight?
I can't even say. We'll let everyone know exactly what's going to go on.
So, more information to come next week. Meanwhile, musical advice from traveler Dina Goidel.
Get your ID right now. Oh, yeah.
At LaGuardia Airport, Tony Aiello, CBS News, New York.